Good afternoon, Yinzies. Good to see all y'all this afternoon on a Victory Tuesday. Live in the building, Keeping It 100 podcast. Your boy Big G. Oh, I forgot to turn on my dang on light because I am on air. So let me make sure I turn on the light. We are in the building. It is live this afternoon. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Y'all, it's a Victory Tuesday. It's a great Victory Tuesday. I'm just now coming down off of the excitement and the high and the joy from Sunday night's victory against those diabolical Ratbirds, 26-24. We did it. We made it. We're in the playoffs. We're here. Can't be mad at them. Can't be upset at them. Can't be disappointed at them. And like I said, make sure you like and subscribe and share with someone else that's sitting around the noontime day. Super chats are wide open. So if you want to get your comment, verbiage, what you want to discuss live on the screen, make sure you get put in a super chat. And man, away we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 regular season is over with. We are here now for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I just got a question for you, and I'm going to put up the logo. Are you ready for the run? Do you think that the Pittsburgh Steelers, now that we've made the playoffs, can actually make the run? Are you ready for the run? Is a run possible? I just want to know what you think, because I don't know. I've tried to be optimistic, and I went down the pessimistic standpoint. And I don't know. I don't know if a run is possible or not. Man, first of all, let me get to some of these comments and some of the people that's been tied in already, man. Ruben, man, my mouse is acting crazy, man, but it's okay. Ruben Stone, man. Hey, yo, we ain't done yet. Let's go. Mark, man, what's cracking, man? Good to see you. Steeler Lee, DK about to be hungry and pissed off. I love it. Hey, man, I ain't mad at you, man. Ruben says, DK should be mad, and now it's time for him to get a game over moment, and let's get a victory from him. Yeah, absolutely, man. Can't wait till Monday night. I can't wait either, man. G Stacks, man, in the building. What's cracking? Good to see you, G Stacks, man. Happy to have you in the building. George, man, what's up, man? Good to see you. G Stacks says a run is possible. Hey, I don't know. Mean Gene, man. Big G, are you still celebrating the Steelers win? Yeah, hell yeah, I'm still, listen, I was shocked for about a night. Like, I literally was in shock after it happened all the way through. And I was on a national podcast. I was on an Australia podcast until about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, man, I can't believe it. Felicia, girl, what's happening? She said, hey, Big G, I would like to shout the 12 man on the team, which is on the field, is help CA3 to get a TD and a field goal on the bloopers. Hey, I mean, I understand it. Ride or die sports. I'm in B-more, and I'm loving the peace and quiet because you can hear all those tears dropping. Oh, my God, yes. Jason, man, my goodness, the game. I still can't believe it, man. I'm with you, Jason, man. Ruben said, man, all I said from the beginning of the season is that if our O-line comes together and give Rodgers time, maybe we can make a run. Listen, y'all, across the board. What's up, Steeler girl? Good to see you in the building. We appreciate you, man. Y'all make sure you share with a friend who's a Yinzy and a Steeler fan, because right now, man, like I said, we keeping it 100. Y'all, the issue has been from the very beginning of the season, what would the 2025 team look like? I'm not talking about the coaching, because this ain't for all that. We got plenty of time to decide on what was going on with Coach Tomlin and Austin and Smith. We were talking about at the very beginning of the season, what would the 2025 team look like? And could this team put enough together to actually get to the playoffs and then on top of it make a run? That's what we were talking about at the very beginning. I admit wholeheartedly, until Aaron Rodgers signed on the dotted line, I didn't want him in Pittsburgh. But the minute he signed on the dotted line, that's my quarterback. It's my quarterbacks, right? I said all along, the reason we got Aaron Rodgers was to win games in December and in January. Yo, Aaron Rodgers almost went undefeated in December and January. He literally almost went, outside of the debacle, which was the Cleveland Browns game, he literally went undefeated in December and January, right? And we got healthy at the right time, right? 10 wins got us in. He said, the run has already started, Big G. Our QB was playing possum. Now he's going to sit in the pocket and cook. I ain't mad at it, bro. I'm not mad at it, right? This team, unlike any other team that I've seen for the Steelers in the past maybe 5 years, was actually built for a playoff run. There's a bunch of young youth and youngsters. I mean, don't get it twisted. Derek Harmon, Yahweh Black, Jack Sawyer, Nick Herbig, Keanu Benton, JPJ, Eccles. Those are all young in the tooth players, man. Peyton Wilson, young in the tooth. The whole offensive line is babies outside of Isaac Seumalo. The whole offensive line is a bunch of kids, right? We lost Darnell Washington. He was a kid. Jalen Warren ain't old, right? Calvin Austin III ain't old. Now, we got some veterans. Aaron Rodgers, Hayward, Watt. I guess you could count DK as a veteran. You know, there's veterans sprinkled in here or there. But the issue was, can this team actually make a run? Because I've been saying this since the season started, and I'm going to continue to say it. The Steelers have remained relevant in a rebuild. Relevant. Playoff relevant. Opportunities to win games in a rebuild. Ben Roethlisberger walked out the door a long time ago. We've had horrible play at quarterback. Now we're relevant in a rebuild. Corey, what you said? Big G, can we really make some noise in the playoffs? Yeah. I'm going to get to that in a second, Corey. Still Elise said, I hope DK comes back with a nasty vengeance and is ready to play these games. Still a girl, I hope so too. Jerry Cherry in the building. What's up, Jerry Cherry, man? Big G, man. Great to see you, Jerry Cherry, man, in the building, right? So the issue is, can they really do it? Now, I said this several weeks ago. I said, if the Pittsburgh Steelers get in, who scares you? Who are you like, man, I don't know. I don't know, right? Ain't nobody in the AFC. Let's talk about the 7 quarterbacks that are in. Josh Allen, okay, he moves to the left. Yeah, Josh Allen's dangerous. Trevor Lawrence, CJ Stroud, Bo Nix, Drake May. I mean, who are we talking about here? These are not quarterbacks that you're like, oh, God, I don't know what we'll do with them. No. Houston has a good defense. Denver's got a decent defense. But ain't nobody over there talking about, oh, they're going to blow us out. Oh, they're going to scare us. Oh, that's not happening. That's not happening. Said other years, we were too old and beat up to make a run. Now we have the youth mixed in to carry some of the load. Absolutely, man. Buffalo is always tough. Jerry Cherry, I believe it. Josh Allen and the Bills is a different thing, right? And you realize that, no, we won't have to play them to the end, right? Still a league. I got to be honest, playing in Denver concerns me. I ain't worried about Denver. I'll get to that in a minute. Christine Gold Black. What's happening? Houston has only beat 3 playoff teams, including Frisco with no Purdy and the Chargers with no Herbert. They lost to the Broncos, Rams, Bucks, Jags, and Seahawks. That is absolute facts, right? We're due to beat Buffalo, especially in Pittsburgh. Absolutely. You know, I've been standing on CA3 soapbox all season. That's facts, Corey. You've been talking yak. Our running backs have had a great room this season. They seem to have great chemistry. Yeah, they do. Listen, all the things that you guys are saying is building the reasons why we can actually make a run. It's very much possible. And I'm staying as optimistic as possible. I'm not going to talk crazy and be like, oh, yeah, we're going to win the Super Bowl. Oh, yeah, we're going to do this and do that. We're going to take this thing one game at a time. Right now, it's about the Houston Texans. And the issue is, can we beat them? The issue is, can we beat them? Absolutely, we can beat the Houston Texans. Now, I'm not saying they're a pushover. No. They have a top 3 defense. They have C.J. Stroud, and they got weapons all on the outside. Let's be clear. They can't run the ball. And after I know you're going to be cheering them on to be there, girl. Right? They can't run the ball. And they damn for sure, I don't think they can stop the run. In my opinion. Oh, yeah. That's a good question, Steeler girl. What happened to Ramsey? Ramsey owes. Listen, I've said it already, and I'm going to keep saying it. If you're a person that plays the lottery, 5, 6, and 9 should be your numbers. Or 4, 5, and 9. DK, Jalen Ramsey, Chris Boswell. They all owe. And if you're a 4-digit player, add 6 in there. Because I watched the all-22 film, and Patrick Queen was not good. Like, I gave him praise at the beginning. I sat down on that all-22 film. Nah, his film wasn't that good. Trust me. Houston don't got a running game. We better stop the run and put all our efforts into stopping Nico. They got a bunch of receivers. They got Nico, Noel. 2 of them from Iowa State. Nico's from Michigan. Listen, and they're big. They're avatars. They're 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", 215 pounds. Got a little bit of speed. They don't have no herky-jerky wide receiver, right? So, can we go on the run? Yeah. How do we do it? How do we focus on stopping and beating Houston? How does the run start? Now, and I will tell y'all this, I do a lot of stuff based on my thoughts and feelings of stuff that's happened in the past. Mark Cunningham says we definitely can make a run, but we obviously got to get to the first game and get the playoff monkey off our back. Absolutely. We got to get that monkey off of our back. We got to win the first game. Rydee Sports says Ramsey still got a cornerback that got that cornerback bad wanting to jump routes instead of realizing he's the last line of defense. That is true. That is true. And that's why he owes. DK is how Zay Flowers scored. DK is how Baltimore scored their first touchdown. That was DK's man. Matter of fact, everybody else, because I watched the all 22 and slowed it up. Everybody else was in the correct position except for Ramsey. Ramsey was sneaking and looking in the backfield, thinking that they're going to run and trying to come downhill versus realizing a man crosses your face. And as a defensive back, that's your number one responsibility. Nobody crosses your face. If somebody crosses your face, that's your guy. You go with them, right? They wasn't in zone. They was in single high, right? This will be another test for the offensive line to handle this Houston front. Let me tell you something. This is what I know about Houston, and I'm going to go back to how we do it. Houston plays a traditional 3-4 defense. Houston's blitz percentage is somewhere around 27 or 28%. They have one of the highest blitz percentages in the National Football League, right? Houston, while they play a 3-4, they're always sending 5. They play 3 down, 1 guy, they play a 0 technique over the center, 2 defensive tackles or defensive ends or whatever the hell you want to call them, and 2 edges. They're playing 5 up there, right? How you beat that? You run straight at it. You run straight at it. You don't have to be cute, run outside. You run inside trap. You run straight at them. That's how you beat them. Because if they miss, if they blitz, because they have such a high blitz percentage, if they miss, the running back's to the house. And, oh, God, if they blitz Aaron Rodgers and miss, he's going to burn them. He's going to burn them, right? Because you're playing man up on the outside. You very rarely see a team have 5 and 6 guys they're sending constantly and play zone on the back end. They don't do that, right? Because they know they're going to get killed, especially in the middle seams. What you said, Mean Green? Big G, would you rather go into a game Monday night as the favorite or the underdog? Really, it doesn't matter. The issue is you got to go into the game Monday night to win the game, right? Favorite and underdog has to do with Vegas and viewership and betting and gambling and all whatever else. I think every game teams feel some kind of way about if they're slighted or That's why they tell people, don't talk in the press. Don't put out press clippings. Don't say stuff that another team can use to motivate themselves to beat you. So every game, you sort of feel like the underdog, to me. Underdogs got to do with Vegas and betting and all whatever else. Jason, man, just win. We haven't won since 2016. So we are desperate for it. Absolutely. After this, we play to win the game. Facts. That's what we play. So the underdog issue is not a deal. But the issue is, how do you beat them? How do we go on the run? And how do we win game one? How do we win game one? We won game one sort of similar to how we played Baltimore. You run it straight at them. You control time of possession, right? And if they go to that Wiley formation and said that our DBs are better than your wide receivers, then that's when you burn them. DK is going to catch a lot of one-on-ones with Stingley. I'm telling you right now, he's going to catch a lot of one-on-ones. Muth is going to catch a lot of one-on-ones. Calvin Austin III is going to catch a lot of one-on-ones. It's going to happen. When they're blitzing, they might try to put a spy on our running backs who come out of the backfield and catch the ball. But then ultimately, that's going to hurt them too. So Gainwell's going to be one-on-one up. Jalen Warren's going to be one-on-one up. But I think in a lot of things, the big issue for Pittsburgh is not to get off to a slow start. Even though we've won 4 of the last 5 football games, we have had abysmal starts. We have let teams get up on us 10-0, all kind of whatever else. And it takes a minute for this offense to get started, right? We can't have that in playoff football. So A, number 1, we have to run the ball. B, number 2, we have to take advantage of one-on-one play that's going to happen between the Houston Texans defensive backs and our wide receivers and running backs. But number 3, we cannot start out slow. We're not built to come from behind 10-0, 13-0, and all whatever else. Not in playoff football. Mean Green says, hopefully the Steelers can continue to streak on Monday night wins at home. I mean, yeah, look at it. When was the last time the Pittsburgh Steelers lost a Monday night home football game? I mean, it's been a long time. Mike Tomlin has one of the best records ever for a Monday night football coach. So by playing the Sunday night game, we get the Monday night football game, which is an advantage Steelers. We get another week to heal. And thank goodness we didn't come out of the Baltimore game with a high amount of injuries. We hardly have none. Guys are beat up and nicked up and banged up because that's this time of year. Yeah. Yeah, right. And get the points. Preferably 7, not 3. That's correct, Felicia. Well, everybody's beat up and nicked up and banged up. But the issue is, unlike other years where we were like very pessimistic concerning could the Steelers make a run, when was the last time we went into the playoffs and we didn't have significant injuries? Where we just flat out knew guys wasn't going to play. I mean, Darnell Washington's done for the season because he got a pin in his arm and a plate. But outside of that, we got everybody. There ain't nobody missing. Maybe Jones, Broderick Jones, Darnell Washington, Broderick Jones. Everybody else is in the building, including, which now shifts me to a way how we win defensively. Okay? Defensively, Houston is going to attack us and try to spread us out. Houston's going to be in 11 formation. They're going to play 11 personnel, 11 formation. Houston's strength is the outside. That's how Green Bay tried to beat us. That's how the Bengals beat us. They spread us out, right? That means we have to get better cornerback play this week. Steeler Girl said, oh, my God, we might actually win a playoff game, people. We might, right? That shocked me. We usually lose players to Baltimore. We didn't lose nobody, Afton. Nobody. Everybody straight, right? DK and TJ have fresh legs. And when is Elliott? Elliott is not coming back this season, Steeler Girl. I think we'd have to make it all the way to the Super Bowl if we even looked at it, but I don't think he's coming back, right? Right? It depends on how far we go. We could get Elliott back. It would have to be way to the Super Bowl if he even decides then. Jones can pack his bag because I don't see an extension. Well, Felicia, we don't have to give Jones an extension. Jones is on a 5th-year option because he's a first-round draft pick. So he's going to play next year under his 5th year, but I don't know if we give him an extension past that point. Jerry Cherry, Steelers have lost at home. The last loss at home was Monday night, October 1991. That is actual facts, right? Mark Cunningham, optimistic. That's all we're asking for, man. Elliott would be ready if we went that far, maybe. But he's not ready right now, all right? Peppers better get to step it. Yeah, I'm not dependent on Peppers. I'm not dependent on him, right? After said, pay Cook, facts. Texas offense scares no one. O-line can't hold down the rush. That's facts. That's another way from a defensive standpoint, right? Christine says, I almost feel like Tomlin has been playing pool shark, sandbagging in the beginning of the lower teams to lower expectations. I get it, right? But another way how we get after them is Houston can't run the football. Houston cannot. And Houston's offensive line cannot protect C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud has been in and out of their lineup all season. I heard some people say, well, they pulled him against this last game and all whatever else. No, they knocked him. They cracked C.J. Stroud. And just like a lot of these young, fast, athletic, gifted, strong-arm quarterbacks, you got to get after them. We got to get after them. So you got to get the blitz. And let me tell you something. Let me just be absolutely clear. If we get cocaine him, Hayward, because that's what we just saw. I don't give a damn. I believe some kind of way he was under the influence of something. Because I have watched film on Cameron Hayward forever. And I have never seen Cameron Hayward play the way he just played against the Baltimore Ravens. His play in that all-22 film was unbelievable. I mean, he was literally picking people up and throwing them like rag dolls. He was getting after Lamar Jackson. He was hitting big boy from the Baltimore Ravens, man, Derrick Henry. I've never seen Cameron Hayward play that well. I've never in my life. So we get him, and then whatever he was doing, he gives a little bit of that to Derek Harmon, and then he gives a little bit of it to Black. And let me point this out here, too, and point this out. You had players that traditionally don't make plays for the Steelers, make plays. Logan Lee got a total of 5 snaps. Logan Lee had a big-time pass deflection. 93, I always mess the dude's name up. 93 was out there contributing. He had less than 10 snaps. They was out there causing havoc in the pass game and the run game. It was getting after Lamar Jackson. And I love this even more after I watched the all-22 film. And this is something I had been calling for. My boy Big B had been calling for all year. I need 3 linebackers in the game. Do you know how many plays the Pittsburgh Steelers had Nick Herbig, TJ Watt, and Alex Highsmith all on the field at the same freaking time? They had them on the field. They was getting after them, man. And I think we need that against Stroud. Tay-Boy Fresh said, the game within the game, edges versus offensive tackles on PYB. Cam is a beast. That is big facts. The game in the game, we got to get after CJ Stroud. They can't run the ball. They cannot run the ball. They can't do it. I'm telling you, they can't do it. Nick Herbert lined up in the middle. Yes, he did. He lined up, and it was a thing of beauty. They had him actually playing linebacker versus playing edge multiple times. I think we see that moving forward. I think you can see sets where you got Queen and Herbig, or Herbig and Wilson, or Wilson and Queen, where you got those guys in the middle and you still got those 2 edges right there. Because I trust Herbig in coverage. But it's not about him dropping the coverage. It's about getting after that damn quarterback. We got to get after CJ Stroud. And they cannot run the ball, and we don't need to let them run the ball. And the issue with the Steelers has been all season that the teams that we're supposed to line up and stop from a running game, we don't stop. But the teams that have the big-time running back to come in, we absolutely destroy them. So here comes Houston with a no-name running back. Steelers, it ain't time to let him get 60, 70, 80 yards, right? We got to get after him. I think we need to play a higher percentage of man press than we've played all season. Listen, JPJ, you got him. Asante Samuel, you got him. Pierre Lapue, you got him. You got him. Right? That's how we need to play. And go get Stroud. Right. Now swing it back to the offense to make sure that we make the run. Oh, yeah. This is a good point, Mean Gene. Did you see Cam Hayward on the Steelers goal line situation? He's unstoppable going downhill. That's facts. And I've said, y'all can check me. You can archive me. I've said it for a whole bunch of times all this season that if Super Hayward, Connor Hayward scores, the Pittsburgh Steelers win. When was the last time he scored in a game and we lost? When was the last time he scored in a game and we lost? Go back and archive me. I've been saying it all along. Super Hayward scores, we win. Super Hayward is integral part of this game. He's going to help on special teams. He's going to help on short yard situations. I think he's going to definitely help on blocking, lining him up at fullback. His blocking is improved all year long. So Super Hayward is critical. But if he scores a touchdown, we win. We ain't losing. Right? Play man and send Herbig and Queen in the middle. Facts. Harmon is amazing draft pick. We won that one. Absolute facts. What's up, Pass Joints Pods, man? We need defensive scores. We had 1 pick 6 all season. Now, listen to this. We should have had more than 1. We should have. And I'm not counting on a defensive touchdown for us to win. That's a luxury. That's a plus for us to get a defensive touchdown. If we get a defensive touchdown, we absolutely going to smoke them. But that's a plus. We need a turnover. We actually need turnovers. A turnover is great. A turnover gives us an opportunity. A turnover with a short field gives us an opportunity to get a field goal or touchdown, which is a score. So, yeah, we need turnovers. But if we get a freaking defensive touchdown, this game is over, right? Big G, I won $900 on a $100 bet. Anytime Tutty Super Hayward, after what you said, I'm telling you, if Connor Hayward scores, the Steelers win. They don't lose. I've been saying it. And I said we would beat Baltimore if he scored. Man, what Tate Boy Fresh said, playtime's over with, boy. It actually is. It actually is. It wasn't a luxury under Dick LeBeau, but we ain't playing with Dick LeBeau right now, bro. Dick LeBeau ain't here. We talking about what we got right now. Defensive touchdowns is that damn near seals the deal. That damn near seals the deal. But turnover is what we need. Stop the run, close them damn gaps. Yeah, we need. And I'm not saying he had cocaine, but he was under the. Listen, I've never seen Hayward play that way. And if what he does spills over to Harmon and spills over to Black and spills over to 93 and spills over to Logan Lee, man. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Let alone what the edges is going to do. Let alone what Highsmith and Herbig and Watt is going to do. And remember, Watt's now a week healthier than what he was. Watt, I'm telling y'all, after reviewing the all-22 film, Watt was probably about 65%. He's about 65%. Watt this week, probably going to be about 85%. He's probably going to be about 85% this week because he's going to rest up a little bit and he gets extra time. Yeah, he wants a ring. Listen, Tomlin, Watt, and Hayward are all tied together. I don't know if you guys seen it. It's out there. The embrace that happened between Mike Tomlin and Cameron Hayward after the game. And them crying and hugging on each other and telling each other, thank you for doing what you did. And we love each other, man. Those guys, man, they're playing for each other and they're playing for something. So, yeah, I agree. Yeah, he did. He did have that look, man. I ain't going to say he was on that, man. That's allegedly. TJ Watt has never won a playoff game in his entire career. Well, you got to start somewhere. And Monday night is a good time. Monday night's a good freaking time to start somewhere, man. Right? So I still think it's wild that Rodgers rushed more than Lamar. Yeah, he did. And Afton, I said this. And with the diabolical Kirby, he talking about that dude, he would have outran that dude, and that dude had an angle. Hell no. Rodgers was trying to slow up so he could pass. when he got caught that one time running to the right. Man, Rodgers will get the hell out of there on you, man. Rodgers will get ghost on you. Rodgers still at that age still got some wheels, man. And those are yards that you don't count on, but they're big. Yeah. No, he didn't need to suck the air out. He was out there hurting, though. Anderson and Hunter need to be blocked and covered. Yeah, they do. But that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to explain to Felicia, is that they run a traditional 3-4. They play with 3 down linemen, but their 2 edges can be handled in many cases in a one-on-one fashion. They can. I've seen it happen. You might got to chip them, but I'm telling you, I've seen Hunter and Anderson get handled by tackles. And I'm telling you right now, Troy Fautano can handle anybody that brings smoke. His maturation, Troy Fautano's maturation at the tackle position for the Pittsburgh Steelers is one of the most unsung things that has happened for the Steelers in 2025. Troy Fautano done grew the hell up. The sung thing that people have been talking about is, did we find a left tackle in Cook? Cook ain't giving up no damn pressures. Cook ain't giving up sacks. So I'm telling you that they get, Anderson and Hunter has issues, but I'm telling you right now, our tackles can handle their business. They ain't, listen, they ain't out here hurting. They gonna need a little chipping every now and then. But listen, this is a grown man game. Ain't no excuses right now. Yeah, thank you, Aaron. That's what Mike Tomlin told. Aaron Rodgers said, "I love you, man." And Tomlin said, "I love you too, man." And he said, "Thank you, Tomlin, for accepting me and picking me up." And Tomlin said, "Man, thank you for coming to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. My quarterbacks. It sure is nice having a damn quarterback. You better believe it is, man." Tate Boy Fresh said, "One of the best tacticians in the league at tackle." Yeah, Troy Fautano is. Yes, he is. Listen, I don't know if y'all watched the All 22. If you can watch it over on Steelers Almighty, you can watch it on Patreon. But if you watch that All 22, Troy Fautano is a monster. He is a monster. And Cook is nice. That's what all of y'all that was all talking about, get rid of the offensive line coach, Myers. Get rid of him. It was Broderick Jones being big trash. Broderick Jones was trash. Now, I'm not dogging the man because he might have a career-ending injury. His neck is messed up. That's why he ain't came back. But the deal is, short bus, he can't block. He can't block. He gives up inside all the time. He has horrible technique and horrible leverage. You know, hands ain't no good. So now you got 2 serviceable to good to actually one of them being great tackles. Yeah, we're going to attack them. And let me put this out there too, as far as another way that I know how to beat them. You know what wily old veteran quarterbacks love more than anything? Veterans that's long in the tooth, done seen everything, done everything, called every play, know what you going to do, know what you ain't going to do. You know what they love more than anything? Wily old veteran quarterbacks in the National Football League love when you blitz them. They love it. Because when you blitz them, they know exactly where they're going with the damn ball. It's hard to fool a wily old veteran. It's hard to fool a veteran. Hard to fool a wily old veteran. Yeah, best quarterback since 2018. Ain't no doubt about that. That 2018, Ben was the last good quarterback we had, right? Cook ain't wearing no Jordans either. Now, no, he got offensive line cleats. I told you he need to take them big trash, ordinary Jordan cleats off his damn feet. I've been told you that because he ain't worthy of them, right? Cook and Fautano have both good initial punch for the most part. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about Cook sometimes, man, is that Cook, he doesn't have a lower center of gravity that he needs sometimes. Sometimes he lets the defender get into him. I mean, he's 6'7", 6'8". He can literally extend his arms and keep the guy a yard off of him. But sometimes, because his center of gravity is not right, he allows the defender to get into him. And I think that's something that he just needs to, but to be truth of the matter, he's just not learning the position. Cook played quarterback in high school. Cook played quarterback at the initial stages at NC State, and they gained weight and moved him to this position. At first, they was going to put him at tight end, and they was like, holy crap, this guy keeps gaining weight. And that's why they moved him to offensive tackle. So he's just now getting to the point to where he's actually learning how to play the position. That's telling you how good of an athlete he is. Man, his feet is unbelievable. He moves his feet and he just gets after it, and he gets after it, and he gets after it. So, and that's what the film says. I'm not going about what people's perception. I'm saying what that damn film says. That film shows me that he can get after it. So y'all, Wile E. veterans love to be blitzed. They love to be blitzed. Houston, don't blitz Aaron Rodgers. If you blitz Aaron Rodgers, you're in trouble. I'm telling you right now, he's going to pick you apart. And what we finally started seeing, because you have time. I live in the Pacific Northwest. We grow palomalus and faltunus trees out here. You sure do. That's what the hell they do. They grow them on trees. Faltunus, palamulis, Crisful, Matamalafala. Yeah, they grow on trees out there, man. Right? I think why being out there in the game fired the boys up. And that's what made it important for the game. Yeah, he got a pick too. I mean, he was out there at about 60%. But yeah, it was good to have the running mates in there. But going back to what I'm saying, Houston, don't blitz him. If you blitz him, you're going to play. And we finally saw double moves. We finally saw the middle of the field get utilized outside of the fourth quarter when you absolutely had to do it. Y'all, this game plan for the Houston Texans is literally how we're going to beat them. I think it's man to man, mano y mano, team on team. I think it comes down to game plan. How do we game plan to get C.J. Stroud on the ground? And how do we neutralize Houston's defense? That's where it comes down to. What'd you say? Mean Green, Big G. That's what I've liked about the Steelers linemen, like Webster, Dawson, Pouncey, and the center we have now, Zach Frazier. Low centers of gravity and strong. Yeah, I mean, that's what it takes. That's what it takes. Logan Lee's got to be more involved. Yeah, Logan Lee can play. He got a helmet. Rodgers says he begs to get blitzed because he knows exactly where the ball needs to go. That's what exactly I just said. Old Wile E. veteran quarterbacks, love for you to blitz them. Yeah, shut the run game down. Derek Harmon's back. Yeah, correct. Mark said, facts, G, about veteran quarterbacks being blitzed. I'm telling you, I know that. Been around the game for a long time. Frazier and took Roquan out the ice cream for several plays. Yeah, listen, and I'm going to talk about it tonight on the Big Show with Big B, man. I don't know what grade Big B got for the offensive line, but I'm giving them an A+. Matter of fact, I might give them an all-pro grade tonight. That tape was unbelievable. I'm telling y'all, outside of that first drive and a half, right? And I kept saying, I was talking in the private chat to Kirby and Tate and the Afton, and I kept saying, run the damn ball, because they were in position to run the ball. And because I was seeing how the fits were going from the Steelers offensive line. The linemen were in the right position. It just didn't break open. And I kept saying, just stay consistent with running the ball. If you're eventually going to pop one, and then you're going to wear them down. Listen, I saw the linemen be in the right position the whole damn film. And then they just got aggressive, and they got more aggressive, and and Baltimore's defense started wearing down. They were tired. We won time of possession by 10 minutes. That's going to be the truth this week. Time of possession is going to be critical, and you keep running the damn ball. Just run and run and run. After telling y'all, I told him. I told him. I was like, I don't give a damn. Don't go away from it. Because y'all, I've been saying this all along. Yeah, facts, bro. Facts, Cherry, right? Adios muchacho for Cliff King. Yeah, and Eberflus. Yeah, get them out of here. They bums anyway. Get them on to talk about the bums. Baltimore didn't want to hit no more. No, Baltimore, it's not that they didn't want to hit. Baltimore got tired. If you link, how many times as us being Yinzis and loving the Pittsburgh Steelers, have we seen our defense get completely wore out by time of possession leaning towards the other team versus our team? By the third and the fourth quarter, they're out of freaking gas. That's not by accident. I mean, think about it. This year, we lost to the Los Angeles Chargers 23-7, and our defense was out there. They damn near doubled us up time of possession. I mean, I saw games like that all year where time of possession, the teams doubled us up. That's how you win. He said, I was so confused about Arthur Smith not calling a tush push at the 1 yard line at the end of the first half. He calls a tush push at the second half. It's because they took a timeout. And they should have. I said all along they should have took the field goal. Take the points. The O-line is going to be the strength of the team next year and beyond. That's facts because they're a bunch of babies. We only need really a left guard to replace Siamalo. The equipment manager better have he better have his damn act together. Making us call timeouts because Rodgers' thing didn't work, right? How you feel about hell no, Kyler? Man, I ain't even pulled a timeout. Hell, you bring up Kyler Murray for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Hell no. Anthony Richardson or Malik Willis? Hell to the no. Hell no. I don't want none of them, right? A plus us, we're out. Yeah, facts. Facts. Get Kingsbury out of here. Get him out of here. I don't need a Kingsbury. Bro, no. Yeah, listen. I'm not saying Will Howard is the answer, and we're going to have plenty of time to talk about that in offseason. But we're going to draft a quarterback maybe in the third or the fourth round. I got a certain kid out and already circled the wagons around, and I help the Steelers. And on future podcasts, I'll reveal who that kid is playing quarterback that's coming in this year's draft. Yeah, there's a certain kid I want, right? Because he fits the Steeler mold. But right now, no, I don't want Anthony Richardson. I don't want Kyler Murray. I don't want none of them dudes. Roll with what we got. Because we're going to get our quarterback in 2026. The 2026, 2027. You use these 12 picks to build this roster. And we're headed in the right place. We done solved everything on as far as the offensive line except left guard and depth. We damn near done solved everything on the defensive line and the edges. Damn near. Right? We done solved everything at corner. We get Elliott back, we got 3 safeties. Hey. We need some help in the wide receiver room. We need a future quarterback. I think we need a green dot linebacker. There's a certain player in the first round that I'm hearing from across the board. We can't risk taking a green dot linebacker in the first round. I promise you we can take risk getting a green dot linebacker, the guy I want. And we're going to talk about that in the future. But right now, I'm focused on how we can beat Houston. And can we go on a run? Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, y'all, thanks for rocking with me on another edition of Keeping It 100 Noonday Fireside Chat. I apologize for being late today. I had some stuff going on. I got a new trainee at my job, this, that, and this. But I made it on time because I enjoy every single afternoon that I can keep it 100 and kick it with the Yinzis and Steeler Nation. Thanks all you guys for your comments. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. We appreciate all you guys rocking with us. We are growing as a podcast channel. We are now over 1.3 subscribers on the channel. Who would have thought that actually would happen? But we can't do that without you guys. Make sure you guys check me out tonight on the big show over there with my boy Big B. When I'm telling y'all it's going to be a blast tonight, it's going to be a blast. And then make sure you come back on Wednesday over here on the KnoItAllz channel with me and Tate Boy Fresh and our boy Shannon, the Triple OG, on Pump Your Brakes and the diabolical Kirby. Sitting man, talking when smash the gas. Y'all, he's so negative. Listen, live chat tomorrow night. Y'all give Kirby the business. He's due getting the business. All his negativity and all that, get him out of here with all of that. We're going to win. And that's what counts, man. I appreciate all y'all. I'll see y'all tonight over in the big show. I'll see y'all back here on the KnoItAllz podcast channel tomorrow night with my crew. Thanks for rocking with me. Have a great rest of your day, a great afternoon. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.